It's week 4 of the NFL, and we've got the Chargers' superstar linebacker, who had a strong showing last week with an 8-tackle game. It's the Chargers and the Browns, and it's coming up next.
It is a cold rain coming down. It could be a wet and wildwood here by the lakeshore as we join you from Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Cleveland Browns. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows.
A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Well, didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 37-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Moore. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 22 yards there, a first down. Chubb will get the call, running left. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And again, it's Chubb. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6.
Now it's Burrow. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, they took the shot, didn't get it, and there's definitely a difference here because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Yeah, opening drive, holding him to 3. Psychologically, maybe a win for the defense. And his kick is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
Last week's game.
Good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
Give him another shot.
All right, I think the ratio is pretty good. He'll try to eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. The numbers on the ground for ETN last week. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. You look at this Browns defense. Well, they're a tough unit to throw against. Currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
He's got room at the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Garrett Wilson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 16 carries, 99 yards.
And those numbers have both he and his blockers motivated this week. They saw that yardage total climbing, but stopped short of 100. Every one of them has to be driven this week to help them reach the century mark.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Here's 3rd and 7. Here's Burrow. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz. And the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
On 4th down, Corey Bojorquez gets set to punt for Cleveland. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. A give running right, Etienne. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The Chargers at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
Another toe for Etienne. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll get that underneath ETN. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. Here comes 3rd down and 7. As they've got it as we resume action. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
Now back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball first down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Sione Takitaki. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Their mobile quarterback with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits were on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Cleveland offense making their way out. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 40. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Here's Chubb on the read option. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Chargers.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
But I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, and it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. But he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Chargers' 8-yard line.
Again, it's Burrow. And it'll be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, Brand, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And that's going to be good for a Chargers 1st down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. Instead, it's 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Here now, a 3rd and 20. Now Burrow. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. L.A. readies for its next possession. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's one of those where it feels like backyard football in a sense. You say forget about the route. Just run to the open spot in the middle of the field, and I'll find you. Good throw, good concentration on the catch, and they pick up the 1st down.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
2nd and 6. Taken in left side, it's Wilson. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. Back to throw here. Going right back to Wilson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down.
16 yards. 1st down, Chargers.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Browns are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Another opportunity now for the Browns offense. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Now Burrow on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the 1st half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to come from with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Burrow will throw. Batted by the linebacker, but still adjusts and makes the catch. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. From midfield now, Burrow. Completes to Zacchaeus. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That's a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against it.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Harrison Bryant as the first half is winding down. And the Browns are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Until that late score here in the second quarter, they only had the field goal. So that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half. But when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as the head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
14, Browns 10.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We start with two of the winningest franchises in the AFC. Denver heading east to take on Pittsburgh. And those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. From there, we head over to the Pacific Northwest, check on the Seahawks at home in Seattle. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Lions. Michael Gallup, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get out to Southern Nevada and see what's happening with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting New England Patriots. Gardner Minshew, sharp in the victory, as his guys bounce back from a tough start to the year to claim victory number 1. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
2nd and 5. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football over to drive it down, put it in the end zone and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Quentin Williams able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for Browns touchdown. Joe Burrow, 26 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead here this third quarter. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they turn that halftime deficit into a third quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was Joe Burrow who took it himself for the touchdown run. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. L.A. set to take over again on offense. Now ETN to start the drive. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. He'll drop to throw. And that's complete to ETN out of the backfield. And he goes out right around the 39. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Browns to take over. Last week they defeated the Broncos, and they've got the lead here as well as they work with a 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Burrow. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Burrow on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to completely get double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He finds his man, complete. That's Porter. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. They go up the middle with Chubb.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On third down, Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. The quick slant cut. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Deion Henley. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So a costly INT in the end zone, no less, puts the brakes on their potential scoring drive.
So many teams stick with the passing game down near the goal line because they see it as an extension of what they do between the 20s. But as we said many, many times, the further you drive, the more the field shrinks. And that was a nice job of making a play on the football and coming away with the interception.
The Charger drive about to get going. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll set up a throw. Looking for a slot man, and he's got it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now he'll try to run with this. Escapes the defender. Now he's loose again. Inside the 10. Touchdown, LA. How about that? Their quarterback. 64 yards. And the Chargers have retaken a third-quarter lead. Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the 2nd time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback. The ability to run the ball fearlessly. And in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies them.
Extra point try now from Dicker. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Muscles by at the 25. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Burrow looking to pass. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. fifth catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. A give. This is Chubb. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. He swept. And Burrow going to be hit and take him down. They got him. Deion Henley in there to bring him down.
There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it. And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. 65 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
I know this is a rough, rugged game played by really, really tough guys. But that throw, absolutely lovely. What a deep ball by the quarterback.
Dicker down to tack on the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Chubb on the counter. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Burrow. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. The Charger drive about to get going. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he bowls over him. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Kelly. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Browns' 40-yard line.
A give to Etienne running right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And it's a fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief, because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our team.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They go play action here on 1st down. And this one is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
1st down, Chargers.
They're going to look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
A give. It's Etienne off the option. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had good success. 5 for 8 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to him.
And partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And he returns this to the 22. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
Now it's Burrow. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Inside the 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. 78 yards. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense. Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 3rd and 2. Play fake. He'll look to throw. Touchdown! Josh Palmer, 30 yards. And the Chargers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now up to 14. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bryant. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. We're just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd and 5. Burrow will throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Chargers' 36-yard line.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 14. A good pickup there, 22.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. He'll drop to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Joe Burrow, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Browns have got it back to within a score.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Chargers ready to take over. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit. You tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll run with Etienne. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. His longest run of the game right there, and a pretty good time for it. A huge 3rd down conversion late.
Love the mindset. Love the way he flipped the switch late in the game, needed a big run, and helped produce it with great leverage from the offensive line. But you also know what happens, too. The defense stacks the line. So if you can break through that first barrier, there's usually plenty of room to run.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they'll go again with Etienne. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That 1st down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Etienne will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown. So he had the nice run to get him down there, was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Extra point try now from Dicker. And the lead is up to 14. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So now the Browns down by 2 touchdowns. A minute 38 to go. Field goals useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order.
Here we go.
To throw, Burrow. Pass complete to Chubb. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Gain of 10 yards. And the Browns first
Burrow. And his throw is incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
And he comes back with one complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now Burrow. Complete to Zacchaeus. Here comes second down at 5. Here's Burrow. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 36. Throwing, Burrow. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Here's second down.
Derwin James on the coverage.
Burrow. Oh, and that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments. And anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And even playing on the road, the class of this ball club just too much to overcome.
Yeah, deep down, I think even the fans knew how this one was going to turn out. All right, they just came to support their team, hoped they'd see some good football, and they did. But they didn't really expect their team to win. In fact, they probably came in and said, let's win the tailgate. Because that's where we have the advantage, and I bet they did that.
So for the Chargers, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.